1 Samuel 10. And Samuel took a flask of oil and poured it on his head, and kissed him, and said, Is it not because Yahweh has anointed you commander over his inheritance? So it was when he had turned his back to go from Samuel, that God gave him another heart. Then the Spirit of God came upon him, and he prophesied. And Samuel said to all the people, Do you see him whom Yahweh has chosen, that there is no one like him among all the people? 1 Samuel 11. And Nahash the Ammonite came up and encamped against Jabesh-Gilead. And all the men of Jabesh said to Nahash, Make a covenant with us, and we will serve you. And Nahash the Ammonite answered them, On this condition I will make a covenant with you, that I may put out all your right eyes, and bring reproach on all Israel. And there was Saul coming behind the herd of the field. And Saul said, What troubles the people that they weep? And they told him the word of the men of Jabesh. And the Spirit of God came upon Saul when he heard these words, and his anger was greatly aroused. So it was on the next day that Saul put the people in 3 companies, and they came into the midst of the camp in the morning watch, and killed Ammonites until the heat of the day. So all the people went to Gilgal, and they made Saul king there, before Yahweh, and they made sacrifices of peace offerings there in Gilgal before Yahweh. And there Saul and all the men of Israel rejoiced greatly. 1 Samuel 12. And Samuel said to all Israel, Indeed, I have heeded your voice and all that you said to me, and have made a king over you. I will call to Yahweh, and he will send thunder and rain, that you may perceive and see that your wickedness is great, which you have done in the sight of Yahweh, in asking for yourselves a king. So Samuel called to Yahweh, and Yahweh sent that thunder and rain that day, and all the people greatly feared Yahweh and Samuel. And all the people said to Samuel, Pray for your servants, to Yahweh your God, that we may not die, for we have added to all our sins the evil of asking for ourselves a king. And Samuel said to the people, Do not fear. You have done all this wickedness, yet do not turn aside from following Yahweh, but serve Yahweh with all your heart, and do not turn aside, for then you would go after empty things which cannot profit or deliver, for they are nothing. For Yahweh will not forsake his people for the sake of his great name, because it has pleased Yahweh to make you his people. Moreover, as for me, far be it from me that I should sin against Yahweh in ceasing to pray for you, but I will teach you the good and the right way. Only fear Yahweh and serve him in truth with all your heart, for consider what great things he has done for you. 1 Samuel 13. No comment. 1 Samuel 14. There was mighty war with the Philistines all the days of Saul.